Hey everyone, Space Cadet Hunter here to introduce you to our 13-day sale running from October 19th to the 31st. I've got 12 different frogs here, $13 off for a hauntingly good deal. Our first little flight of frogs here for our 13-day sale. We've got some varieties of the dying poison frog, otherwise known as some cobalts. Over here we've got your standard cobalt morph, coming in with those beautiful little golden eye ridges and kind of greenish to yellow backs into those really dark blue legs, which they're named after. And here we've got a little morph of the cobalt, known as Patricias. These frogs are named after Patricia, who was once a owner of the Vanishing Jewelry Store and then became a dart frog breeder. And we've gotten our original frogs from Patricia herself. Finally, we have our albino Alapaladu cobalts, and I'm all about the albino Alapaladu cobalts. Say that 5 times fast. But these guys, we got some of our wild-caught founder stock. A pair produced some albinos naturally, and we've outcrossed them since then with some more of our Alapaladus to get a little variety in our own albinos. Up next, I've got 2 more terrifyingly terrific Taurus to show you guys. Starting off with our Citronellas. These guys are named after that lemon color body, and they generally have a little black dots right in the middle of the back. Some can come without, and they have those little dorsal ventral stripes kind of running up from the back. Beautiful frogs. These guys get pretty big. And then we've got sort of a doppelganger, but our Nikitas, which they're very similar to the Citronellas. Some of them come in a little bit of a darker yellow and ranging a little bit more to the greenish kind of side. And these guys have a little bit more variation on their back pattern. That guy's got a couple splotches. And they can even have their pattern connected all the way through. For our next 2 Tinctaurus we have here, we've got our twins, so to speak. We've got powder blue and powder gray Tinctaurus, known as powders in the hobby. These frogs are actually two of the same morph, the same kind of frogs, just with a little different phenotypic variation. They both come from the same natural range. These 2 frogs can even be kept together for a little bit of variety, since they are the same frogs, just a little bit different color. As you can see, this guy has those little gray legs compared to our other one, who's a little more on the blue side. Stay down there. Always ready to roll. Saving the best for the last 2 Tinctaurus here, I've got another variety of the dying poison frog. These ones are F1 Alanis. All of our adults are from the original wild-caught stock sent to us from the provider himself, Alanis, in 2017. They've got a little bit of variation. I like these frogs. They have all the colors from orange, yellow, and blue, all in one package. And then we have our infamous friend from the Silvani Savannah, the Azurius dart frog, the blue dart frog. These guys, each one of them has an individual patterning on the back, because they all look the same, but they're actually very unique individuals. Following up next, coming in with our friends from Colombia, we've got the Phyllobates Tarabilis. These guys, here specifically, I've got the Blackfoot morph. These guys are generally more uniform in pattern than other dart frogs. While they start out young, they have a little bit of this variation, similar to other members of the Phyllobates family. But as they grow, they'll get uniform, nice, bright and orange, everything except for their little socks and gloves that they got the Blackfoot name for. And these guys were actually originally bred as a captive line from Tesoros State, Colombia, to reduce the number of wild-caught orange individuals. Moving on to our next one here, we've got the mint variation. These guys have a little bit of color variation from this really bright shiny blue to almost a metallic-y green. Well, once they get older, they will kind of even out, and they all get generally a similar color to this guy over here. Last but not least, we can't forget the little guys. Here I have our Santa Isabels, or Epipeta Anthony. And these guys, they do great in little groups. They all come together, a nice red and bright green patterning. As they get bigger, that red will get a nice maroon, and the greens, they pop, they get a little more pale to yellowy. These guys are great in a paludarium setup. We recommend a large group of them. They'll raise their own young, given like access to water and whatnot. They'll ferry the tadpoles back and forth. And these guys are really great. They make a lot of noise. If you're into frogs that call, these are a great group for you. Thanks for tuning in to our 13 Days of Horror sale. You can come check out these guys and all other sorts of scary good deals here at joshsfrogs.com.